Seems kind of silly for me to have to ask Marcus Spears to keep it 100, but please do so with me right now, Swagoo. I say this, the Rams are or are not Super Bowl contenders if Aaron Donald isn't on the team.
I'm going to keep it 100, babyface. Not, okay? Ooh. And listen, let me contextualize what I'm saying, all right? Obviously, the Rams are still going to be a really good team in the NFC, but the Rams go from being the favorite, in my opinion, to not being the favorite at all in this division without Aaron Donald. And it's because of what he changes about this football team. You want to talk about his impact as a defensive guy? What about the plays that he makes that gives Matt Stafford and that offense more possessions? What about how good he makes guys that are around him? We were ready to kick Leonard Floyd out of the league until he went to the Los Angeles Rams, and now he's a multi-million-dollar guy and respected as a really good pass rusher. That has a lot to do with Aaron Donald. I put him in that LeBron James category. When you go play with him, you play better and you get paid. That is the impact. And if you don't have that impact, you can't be in the conversation about being the GOAT, and he's squarely in the center of it.
Well, Marcus, it seems like this is actually going to work out in terms of this contract. This isn't one of these situations, from the sense I get, that it's ugly.
Good news, Steve.
There's a feeling in L.A. this will get done, right? So we know Aaron is looking to get paid. And look, what else does he have left? When you listen to him talk about what he's going to do next, it's such a leverage play when you hear his words, because he's basically telling the Rams, look, I've done it all. He's a surefire Hall of Famer, right? He won a Super Bowl. He's been Defensive Player of the Year 3 times. He's been a Pro Bowler every single season he's played in the league. What else does Aaron Donald have to do? Not much when it comes to that resume. But look, he admitted he wants another little bite at that apple of being a champ. But at the end of the day, right now, the Rams have got to make a decision. Do they want to pay the best player in football the money that he wants and deserves?
Yes.
You know what's so unique about this guy is, look, I think in all the years that Aaron Donald has played, in all the years I've been at ESPN, I don't think I've ever heard a single person, other than when maybe a year ago or 2 years ago against the Green Bay Packers, when he couldn't play to his fullest because of injury, I don't think I've ever heard anyone say Aaron had a bad game. Aaron Donald, we're not quite sure. We're not quite sure how, how he's going to affect this game. We're not quite sure if he had the impact on this game that he wanted to. There isn't a single player that we've talked about, at least since I've been on air since 2013, that has universally garnered the kind of praise that Aaron has gotten. And we're talking about a defensive tackle now. We're not even talking about a pass rushing defensive end. We're not talking about a 3-4 outside linebacker on the defensive side. We're not talking about a corner. We're talking about a D tackle. This is a guy who right now we talk about along the same lines we talk about guys like LT. And look, LT is almost like a mythical figure in the NFL right now. He's like a myth. People don't even believe that LT could have been as good as he was, and he was that good. I saw him play in person. Aaron Donald is going to be talked about the same way. I'm just wondering what that means from a contract perspective. What does that look like?
Yeah.
That's going to be fun to watch.
Lou, I'm glad you brought up the contract part. And look, as a former defensive lineman in the NFL, you look at Aaron Donald and you say, I wish I was that. Okay? That's how good he is. And we were pretty damn good to be playing at a high level and starting for the number of years. But you look at him and that's a different tier. And to your other point, Lou, what you said about the contract, Aaron Donald is the only guy, think about this for a second, as much film as we watch, as much as we break this game down, throughout the course of that playoff run last year, I had Aaron Donald as the most important player in the game against Tampa Bay, and Tom Brady was their quarterback, and Matt Stafford was his quarterback. I had Aaron Donald as the most important player in the game in the Super Bowl with Joe Burrow and Matt Stafford playing quarterback. It's easy and cliche for us to say, yeah, it's the quarterback. He's the most important guy. Aaron Donald at defensive tackle has enough impact for me to believe that he is the most important player and the guy that is going to impact the game the most. And guess what, Lou and Diana? He ain't made us a lie one time.
I'm guessing that maybe where they can find some middle ground here is go to the T.J. Watt deal, the largest for any non-quarterback in the NFL, tack on, I don't know, maybe $5 million per year, and everybody can be happy, and Aaron Donald can be back on the field.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.